In a stressful situation, you're not going to have time to think about it.
Easy access to your gun is a must during an emergency. Will a proposed law create an unnecessary barrier, or is it a reasonable safety measure? New on 12 News at 6:30, some state lawmakers want to require guns be locked up when they're not in use, arguing the law will save lives. Joe Dana caught up with the lawmaker who can decide whether this bill gets a hearing. And Joe, what is the latest?
Well, Caribe, for now, there's resistance to this. Now, a Gilbert couple whose son was shot and killed while visiting a friend's house is pushing for the law. 10 states have similar laws in place. It takes just a few seconds for firearms safety instructor Brandon Lofton to access his handgun from a safe. Lofton says access is just as important as accuracy.
When it becomes a stressful situation, you have to practice it in order for it to become a quick muscle memory response.
Does a proposed bill at the State House pose a burden to easy access? The bill would require guns stored at home have a trigger lock or be locked in a safe.
If you look at the statistics, we know another child in another family is going to go through this.
A Gilbert couple wants a hearing on the bill. In 2021, their teen son, Christian, was at a friend's house. He was accidentally shot and killed. The gun was not locked up.
And we're looking at this from an advocacy perspective.
They point out new technology makes securing guns easier than ever.
Pop open could be opened by PIN code, biometrics, and keys.
Public Safety Committee Chair Kevin Payne of Peoria will not give the bill a hearing. Payne did not respond to our interview request. We caught up with him Monday. Could you explain why or why not you would hear it?
If somebody needs to get to their weapon in an emergency, they don't need to be undoing locks.
The bill's supporters compare the law to seatbelts, a small inconvenience that saves lives. Gun thefts, suicides, and campus shootings, they say, could be prevented if guns are locked up. There are teenagers, there are people with mental illness who could end up in houses where guns aren't stored properly. Can you see that perspective, and what would you say?
If you have a situation like that, deal with it.
Absent a law, how a gun is stored remains strictly a personal choice.
Whether you choose to use a locking device, put it up high on a shelf in a closet, that's an individual's choice in Arizona.
Gun instructors say locking up a gun is the only way to protect kids in the home. The nonprofit Everytown reports 350 accidental shooting deaths each year in the U.S. involve minors shooting themselves or others. Joe Dana, 12 News.